Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Road to Diamond on Colonist 1v1. Today, we are picking second, and on this board, we can already see it. There's two pretty good wheat hexes. The wood is fairly plentiful. The brick might be a little bit scarce, and our opponent immediately tries to punish that. Sheep is pretty good, or definitely right here. So, what I am currently seeing is brick is definitely going to be our toughest resource to come by. So for that reason, I'm really tempted to start. Where do I actually go? The ports are down here. There's not like a great port next to a resource. I think maybe something like the well, they're not going to want this. They're going to want something like over here. But I don't want to double up on my wheat like that. So maybe we play, oh gosh, 8, 10, 5 up. And if we go 3, 4, 3, 6, 4. Well, 3, 6, 4 gets us our ore and our brick, puts us on the best ore. And would they go then like the 4, 11, 9? Oh, what do we do? What do we do? We have to get on brick. The 8, 10 doesn't look very good. So I think it's definitely the 6, 3, 4. And maybe we point up, and if they go like 6, 4, 11, we try and get to here, get over here. Yeah. They point up. So we have all the resources. I think that's our biggest advantage. Our ore is better, and our brick and sheep are better. But we have to get a roll to make that do anything for us. And I don't think we've gotten a single roll yet. There we go. Now we get a sheep. They get a wood. They get another wood. We finally get one. And with another wheat. I don't know if there's a ton we can do yet. But that 3 is pretty good. So what I'm looking at here is maybe going road to block them off this good ore. And then deving once. It gives us our road play. The knight is fine. It's not great. And I'm almost thinking maybe we aggro knight to block their 6 and slow them down. Let's do that. Because we can block them and they can't block us. And ore rolls. We need the sheep. We should get more sheep. And our opponent's going for the connect, and they're going to have some pretty good production here. But we will port once. We get a mono. Our opponent only has 3 cards. So there's their wheat. They're up to 5. Then another ore. And they dev. So a little unfortunate for us. With another ore, let's dev again. We get another knight. They get a brick. And a sheep. So they just have brick sheep. Let's dev again. We'll get that dev lead. We get a victory point, which is fine. They now have 2 brick. I don't think it's worth it for the mono yet. And now it might actually be worth it to grab a brick. But is that too greedy? Because they're going to get it back. I'm going to risk it because we just don't make enough brick. We'll go here. And let's place over to double our brick. They play a knight. Oh, the 3 finally rolls. All right, we're putting it back on the 6. And the ore comes in. Let's grab a dev. Another knight. And we may honestly play like an altered ore wheat sheep game at this point, because I don't see a ton more option for us to do. Taking the ore is a little bit unfortunate. Back to the 6. We're going to have to rely on some ports here if we want to get anything going. Pour another dev, another knight. The 5 is good. And really, I think something like a yop would be great. Now, being here, this is currently their only sheep. 5 wood. I don't need 5 wood. We get some wheat, but I'm trying to keep our hand size low. And our opponent gets that second settle off. We'll leave it there. Maybe that was wrong. And these rolls just have not been particularly kind to us, but I don't know if we had a very good setup. I feel like we're definitely lacking in production overall. A road builder plow to the 3-1. The 6 is 100% the block spot. Do we take the settle with the double on the 3 for a wheat port? Or do we save? I think we save. A 4 would be so good. We do not get the 4. We do have road settle onto the 5, 9, 10. We do have road settle onto the 8, 3 here. We should probably get rid of something in the hand. And our opponent devs again. Now, mind you, they did have a few devs. We're 2 rolls off, so I think we're going to road once, pull a dev. And their 6 is still blocked, and they haven't played a knight, which makes me a little nervous. Let's dev again, clear our hand, get a second victory point. There's the ore. And our opponent's building for their city. Or porting for their city anyways. getting the wood is good for them. Let's block the 6 again. And now we're only 1 roll off. So let's hold once. We're at 8 cards. Do we go over with any rolls? We go over with a 3. Let's hold 1. I really, really hope a 4 is coming. Ah, we don't get a 4. All right. So let's dev once so we don't go over. Road Builder's good. We'll leave this, so if we get a 4, it's an instant city. We only have 7 cards. We'll hold. Man, just not getting a ton of good rolls here. I don't love holding here, but I don't see much of an option. And we finally have to unblock it. So let's block the 11, which is their... and... thinking road here, which forces them to go this way. And we'll do this. The mono is big. They only have 2 cards though, so we'll try and track their hand a little bit better. Keep blocking the 6. Unfortunate. Probably block the 4 for now, which is their other best roll. All right. And I'm thinking they have 2 wood, a sheep, and a sheep. If we take the 2 wood, they have a chance to plow us all the way back because we don't have our city. But it does stop them from expanding further up. So we're going to do that. It's not a huge mono, but it's more of like a pacing mono is kind of the way I'm viewing it. I think it's very likely that they build all the way to the city before we get a chance. And we're like 1 off. So let's port down for an ore. If we get a wood, 1, 2, 3, we might plow all the way to this 9, which just stops them from plowing back. And that leaves us 1, 2, 3 to connect our road. Another sheep. Yeah, we're going to do this. Stop the sheep port. And hold. Ooh, they finally got a knight. And they take one of our wheat. But we are actually not too worried about the wheat yet. Or sorry, the brick. Because we're really just dying for an ore. Now that 11 really kind of... Is that 2 11s in a row I saw? Yeah. All right, back on the 6 we go. Let's... it's risky to port down. We'll hold. Sheep is just not it. And... oh, gosh. Let's build a road. Port down, grab an ore. And hope. This is really not the time for our hand to just go, like, completely dead cold. Oh, brutal. Almost there. Almost there. We are over. So, scary position to be in. All right, so huge. So we can port down. That 2-1 paid off. We're going to city the 6-4-3 for ore and sheep. And we're going to hold 1 turn. We get more wheat and another sheep. I think we take the 8-10 for production. I'm actually not super concerned if we lose this settle spot. And we are only 2 points off. So in what started as a fairly poor position, I think we've done actually a really nice job of fighting our way back. Let's port down, let's grab an ore, and let's dev. A knight is good, it allows us to unblock ourselves. And I think at this point we've secured army. Let's port down again. And we're really trying to pull for those victory points. Or a Yop. Or even the second mono. All of those work fairly well in our favor. We probably should have used the knight there. Is our opponent going to be able to take road? If we roll any of these, we should be fine. Okay, our opponent opts to do nothing. Oh, the 5. Oh, don't tell me we're getting plowed. Okay. So I think that was enough of a scare for us that we definitely need to come up, make sure we don't get plowed, and we don't have a connect. So I miscounted. And if they connect, I think we're actually a little bit toasted. A 4 would be huge. I don't think we've rolled a 4 since the beginning of the game. Sheep, port down, grab a dev, another knight. We're at least going to be able to keep ourselves open. We really, really need a 4. We have 8 cards. We go over with a bunch of rolls. We'll keep the dev pressure on. Another knight is just not it. There we go, 4. But now we don't have a wheat. But we have plenty of sheep. So we'll port down, grab the city. I think here we're going to city the 8-10-3. Big roll. And if we can get a settlement on this turn, we do win. Our opponent needs to do the connect now if they have it. And I think that's the connect, so they're going to take longest road. And do they have 2 victory points? They might. Oh, gosh. They have so much wood. It's all wood? Oh, they have 5 wood. Okay. A sheep. Pass the turn. Do they connect? Do they see it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Takes it. Our opponent doesn't do it. We get this. And that is going to be GG's. Should have taken road. GG's. We'll take the settle right here. And that puts us at 15 points. We win the game. So, not a clean game. It looks like our opponent maybe missed an opportunity. They had 3 of the VPs. The 6 and 8 overrolled, the 5 and 9 overrolled. Even this 10 went off a bit. Now, I don't think we were on. Oh, I guess we had a wood for a 10. But resource card stats, dev card stats, all 5 VPs were pulled. 13 of the knights were pulled. No Yops were pulled. we definitely blocked a lot more resources than them, especially on the 6, where they just weren't able to get unblocked and unable to get moving. And we did get outproduced, but we still managed to win, so that's always a good feeling. But definitely a suboptimal setup. And if we do the counting, which we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So they had 2 roads to connect. And if they do that, that's an instant win. So we're just going to kind of count our lucky stars and say we escaped on this one. Now, shout out to one of my commenters. I can't recall your name offhand. I did forget when I did this recording to unblock my wood port up here. Unblock whatever port this was up here. So I will start doing that. I do apologize ahead of time. But thank you for that comment. I do read each and every comment and try and respond if I can. But I will see you guys on the next episode.